Welcome back everyone, Paul Briscoe here with another investment journey video. If you're new to this channel, it's all about me investing in my stocks and shares. A couple of months ago, I took all of my life savings and put it into the stock market. What you can see is I've made a fuck ton of mistakes. That means you can look at what I've done and try not to make the same ones. This whole series of videos is about me trying to redistribute my money and try and get it back into a really good rhythm and start a new dividend investment portfolio. Part of this journey has been me picking a platform to use for my investments. When I first started, I used Hargreaves and Lansdown. A load of dinosaur mates decided that these guys were the guys that I was supposed to invest in. However, I quickly discovered that it was not for me and I really needed to find somewhere else. After looking around for a bit and a few advertisements on Facebook, I found Trading 212 and I really settled in with it. The number one reason for me transferring to Trading 212 was that I could buy stocks for free. That's a bit of a no-brainer for me. Whereas Hargreaves and Lansdown, they charge something like £25 per trade. They also have very high fees on their funds and it just doesn't really sit with me very well. So I started looking into Trading 212 and I started putting a little bit of money into it. But it's quite a new company, and because it was advertised on Facebook, I don't really know if I can trust it. Since then, I've been on a bit of a journey trying to figure out if I can trust Trading 212. First, I wanted to find out how they make money because they don't charge me anything, so how can they be running a business? And then I tried to dig a little bit deeper about any mistakes they've made or any fraudulent things they've made, and I couldn't really find anything. Now, one of the big questions about Trading 212 is your money safe with them? And it's one of the questions I had. It's also something that Richard W wants to know. He asks, is his money safe if the company goes bust? I know that Trading 212 are going to have some sort of financial coverage, but I would really like to know if it's any less safe than any of the other brokers out there. With investing, there is the inherent risk of losing all of your money. But I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking about if the company sort of goes bust or is a bit fraudulent or does something really fucking stupid. If I'm honest, there isn't much to this. A little bit of history on Trading 212, a little bit about the regulation, and a little bit about the compensation you might receive if your money goes missing. Trading 212 started as a financial company in Bulgaria. About 10 years in, it moved into Europe, and then about 5 years ago, it moved to the UK. Since then, it's been working pretty hard as a mobile app to try and get you to invest some money. In contrast to that, Hargreaves and Lansdown has been going fucking donkey's years. It was owned by two guys, Mr. Hargreaves and Mr. Lansdown. They slowly built it up from the ground up, made their fucking billions, and then I think they've left now. Hargreaves and Lansdown has had a long history of looking after people's money and putting it into funds. Along the way, it has had its fair share of scandals, most recently the Neil Woodford Fund, which was a fund that they rated in their top 50 funds, and as it started tanking, they still rated it, and then it kept on going down. It was only once it reached the bottom did they start to do something about it, and that has caused a lot of controversy in the financial world. And there is a bit of speculation that Hargreaves and Lansdown just let that one drop. I mean, this is all allegedly. There's loads of investigations going on right now. I think Neil Woodford is actually coming back. Scary. But overall, Hargreaves and Lansdown has become a real solid FTSE 100 company. I'm pretty sure it's a FTSE 100 company, actually. I'll check that. Trading 212 just hasn't been around long enough to have a scandal. I'm sure it will one day. It's going to do something stupid, right? All these financial companies do. But really, it's one of these fintech companies that really needs to keep a clean sheet right now, because if it puts one foot out of line, all those new millennials that have signed up onto their app, including me, are gonna fucking jump ship right back to safety. So they need to keep it together. And for the best part, they have. In fact, they've probably done better than that. Their community forum is really good. They listen to us and they do get things changed pretty quickly. Both Hargreaves and Lansdown and Trading 212 are regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority. You pretty much have to be regulated by them these days, so there's nothing really outstanding about that. However, Trading 212 is also regulated by the Bulgarian Financial Authority, and many reviewers actually see this as an added level of regulation. My first thought was, is Bulgaria in the EU? I really didn't know that. But yeah, it is. So it's governed by EU law, so it has to pay out until we're not in it. But I think even if Britain does leave the EU, I think we still will benefit from EU law, especially in the financial sector. Really, Trading 212 is just as regulated as Hargreaves and Lansdown. You know, Hargreaves and Lansdown being the pinnacle of all investment in the UK, Trading 212 is just as regulated as that. Both companies are also covered by the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. They are both covered to exactly the same amount. So if their companies fuck up, your money is protected in separate bank accounts up to the value of 85,000. Yes, I get it. Hargreaves and Lansdown has a lot more capital behind it. So they have the potential to compensate their customers if something goes wrong. However, do you really think they're going to do that? Do you really think they're going to pay out compensation to you willingly if they fucked up? I don't think so. The only compensation you can really count on is that 85 grand from the FSCS. For a little bit of reassurance from the community, Ivan, who is obviously a spokesperson for Trading 212, he lets you know that Trading 212 has actually been profitable for 15 of its 16 years. That's positive for the long-term investor, and it's quite nice that they've tried to reassure you. Ultimately, the investment game is pretty risky. Not only can you lose all your money just in the stocks and shares and the companies going bankrupt, but it's also really hard to trust these platforms that they're going to be around for the long term. Right now, I'm happy with how Trading 212 is set up. I think it compares well to even the biggest company in the UK. And it's as safe as really any bank in the UK. They let you down as well. Me doing this research and explaining it to you really solidifies that I think Trading 212 is the app for me as far as secure money goes. I hope this video has put it all into a neat package for you. If you know of any Trading 212 scandals that I need to know about, let me know. If after this video you've decided that you're going to sign up to Trading 212, please use my link in the description below. We both get a free share if you sign up with it, and feel free to keep liking, subscribing and investing.